Right. Hi, this is Connor Kruger Morrison. I'm a sophomore at the University of Montana, and this is the demo video for my Creative Coding 191 final project. My original idea for the project was I wanted to make a little 2D platformer in JavaScript, but I had to scratch that idea and start over anew because I was only able to start on this earlier today because I had other projects I needed to do and because of outside work. So it's a little disappointing. But instead of a platformer, I was able to make a little um, brick break style game, which I can show you right now. What I have. Ah, okay. Ah. Mm. His last. Oh, okay, it beat me. Whatever. Yeah, but that's what I have. There, that's the Brick Break game. It's a little challenging because I set the ball speed pretty quickly, and you can also play with the arrow keys on your keyboard, but that's also really hard because you can't because you can also just use the mouse and the paddle follows the x coordinate of where the mouse is on the screen, and you can move that as fast as you move the mouse. Whereas where you just use the arrow keys, it only moves at a set speed, which I think I set to 10, which isn't as fast. But let me show you my code in Atom, my script. So here we have all the variables I needed. Uh, this is the speed of the ball. There's the paddle. The brick count is 10 by 6, so it's 60 bricks there. And this is just the brick count, which I'll show you what I needed this for. This was for the score, but I'll show that to you later. So here is where the code keeps track of your keyboard so that when you're holding down a key, such as when you're holding down the right arrow key, it moves, the paddle moves to the right, and then when you let go, the it stops moving. I had an issue earlier where when I didn't have, it wasn't set up like this. Earlier it was just set up so that it moved, just regularly where it moved when you pressed it, but then the paddle kept moving even when you let the key up. So doing this allows it so that it keeps track of if the key is not pressed, then it's false and it stops moving. And here's just the code so that you can use it with the mouse. And this is what the score, this is how you keep track of the score and then win the game. And that's what I needed this for. So when the ball hits the brick, the code counts how many bricks there are every frame, and so and the score goes up one per brick you hit. So, and since the brick row count by the brick column count is equal to 60, if the score is 60, you win the game. And a little prompt comes up, kind of like what you saw, except it says you win, play it again. So yeah. And then here's just here's the draw function for the ball, the paddle, the bricks. Here's the brick row, brick column again. Color, the ball, paddle, and bricks are all that orange color, and then the background is, where is it? Kind of this blue color right here. I like that color scheme. I'm having an issue where, so the font for the score count and the live count, for some reason they're not Aurora CNBT. I don't know if the code isn't recognizing that, but instead the text is just in Arial, which I think is the default for code or something. I'm not really sure. And yeah, here's just the redraw. This draws every frame and moves the ball. There's the speed again. Oh, and here's the lives. If there are no lives, so if lives are false, then an alert comes up, that's game sucka in that prompt, and then you can reload the game, just like you saw earlier. And here's the paddle speed, which is, like I said, set to 10, which I think could be faster, so it makes it a little easier to use the paddle, because the ball does move pretty fast. And request animation frame just draws it every frame. It just redraws it every frame. So yeah, there's my code. What I wanted to do with this was add sound to it, just like music or maybe even sound effects. But for some reason, I couldn't get the library. P5.sound.js wouldn't work, or it was in the index, but it wouldn't work, and then it screwed up the code, so there wasn't even a game to play when I put it in there. I don't know why that is. And what I also wanted to do was add a score multiplier, but in order to do that, I would have to redo how the code registers that you won the game. So what I have right now is you win the game, rather than you win the game when bricks equal, there are no more bricks, you win when the score is 60. So in order to add a score multiplier, I would have to change that. So yeah, and I don't have enough time to do that. In fact, right now I actually have to go to work. So, all right, thank you. Bye.